Hello everyone, I'm Love here and we're playing Watcher of Realms. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you a new strategy that I learned a couple of days ago on how to speedrun this gear raid 2, but not using mages, but using marksman. So if you see in this stage 21, the recommended heroes here, let's check out the popular heroes. You can see there's lots of these heroes. Basically, they're all tankers or supporter heroes. And you will see some damage dealers such as like Hatsut, Kamet, Silas, Viana, and Zilitu. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to speedrun this stage 21 dungeon using Silas, which is quite unique. So let me show you how is it done. Let me perform a menu fight without the power of dominance to simulate like a first time battle. So as you can see here, this is my mix of heroes. I have what's this called, Lunara, deployed in the locked position to benefit from the 10% additional attack as well as increased attack range. But this one, I just want to have this additional base attribute so that my damage dealer Silas is able to do more damage. If you have Araka, it's even better because your marksman hero will be able to do more damage for every one tile away. So the further the enemies are away, they'll be able to deal even more damage. Okay, so basically I have Lunara in the lock position, Silas as my main damage dealer, Volca, as you know, this one is like a Volca strategy. You need to redeploy and deploy heroes to prevent the boss from nuking all of your heroes to save some costs. And this Volca strategy requires two invincible heroes like Decimus as well as Baron. Then on this side, I have Isolde for the lot bonus, 10% basic attribute, and also grants shield to faction allies. So this is to make your heroes much more tanky in case the enemies are hitting too hard. And then I have Oleg as well as Isolde, basically my defender heroes to block these two blue portals from the enemies from reaching. And then I have at least one supporter healer hero who is Vortex, Dolores to boost up my Silas damage. And then as you can see here, Laurel. It's uncommon to see Laurel in this team, but this one is to speed up the rage recovery for my damage dealer as well as Dolores. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so at the start of the battle, I'll deploy Silas at the center of the map, supported by Dolores. So now I'm just waiting for the enemies to move down to the blue portal. So once Dolores' ultimate ability is ready, I'll trigger hers, followed by Silas' ultimate ability. So with the soul sniping in place, we're able to nuke down these two enemies fairly easily. And now let's wait for the second phase where the boss will appear in the middle red portal. And this time, they will be introducing the rolling boulders, which we can stop them using Decimus, the rare hero here. The reason why I use Decimus instead of Baron is because Decimus has a very fast deployment rate, so I recommend to use him. Okay, so we only deploy Decimus once the boss performs his 2 yellow shockwave attacks. And once the second boulder hits him, the red bar, HP bar appears, then I will undeploy Decimus here to let the rolling boulders to roll to the blue portal, the left hand side, and then once they're in the rolling mode, then I'll deploy Oleg to tank the damage. Then it's really important to place Vortex first in the race platform so that the boulder guy that's throwing the rocks will target him first. And then later I'll deploy, as usual, Silas, Dolores to just nuke the enemies that are coming from the red portal, heading to the blue portal. And once the ranged attackers are defeated, you can quickly deploy Vortex so that you can deploy him quickly on the third phase. So once all the enemies are down, as usual, I deploy both Dolores as well as Silas. The reason why I did not use Silas to attack the boss, even though he has the additional attack range from Lunara's Lord skill, is because the boss has a very high damage reduction, so it doesn't really do much damage on him. Next here, the third phase, right, you just deploy Baron as well as Decimus. Undeploy Decimus first because he has only an 8-second duration. If you don't have Baron Awaken 3, then you can also quickly undeploy him. So once, as usual, once the both borders are already stopped by these two Decimus as well as Baron, then you can just use Oleg as well as Isolde to tank the 2 rolling boulders. As usual, deploy Vortex followed by your Silas as well as Dolores. As you notice, right, I used Laurel here to quickly boost up the reach for Silas as well as Dolores so that they can quickly use the ultimate ability. And then I also quickly undeploy Isode because I really need him for the 4th phase to tank the rolling boulders that is coming in next. So once the boulder guys have finished throwing their rocks, then undeploy Vortex. Now the boss is already in the strict mode, quickly undeploy everyone. Otherwise the boss will just nuke them down and you're not able to recover your cost. So now you just need to wait for the first shockwave. And then only deploy Baron as well as Decimus. The 3rd phase you are able to deploy Baron and Decimus early, but for this 4th phase you just need to wait for the first shockwave to complete. Then only you deploy these 2 guys. As usual, wait for the rolling boulders to pop up their HP bar, then undeploy both of them. And right now, as you notice, Isode is already ready because I undeployed him early on in the 3rd phase there. Boka will not be able to tank the damage, so that's why she gets killed. Undeploy everyone. And then next we will deploy Decimus here to stop the boss and also force him to use out his AoE attacks. He'll change into this raid attack mode. Just let Decimus to get expired by automatically. And now we'll deploy Oleg as well as Vortex. Now deploy Silas as well as Dolores, put in Laurel, undeploy Laurel, boost up everyone's bridge, and then quickly you can use your ultimate Silas to just nuke the boss down, because Silas ultimate just reduce the... It just ignores 40% of, I think 50% of the enemy's defense stats. Alright, so let's check out the battle result. Okay, as you notice from the stats here, Silas dealt around about 15 million damage. The rest is just supporting. Vortex dealt a lot of healing here. Okay, so that's basically the battle result here. Alright, so let me show you how I built each of these heroes so that you can have a reference point on how to replicate this on your account so that you can clear this stage 21 gear rate 2. Let's start off with Lunara. Basically Lunara, I did not have any great gears on her. I just used her for her lot bonus. So there are some missing gears here, so you do not need to worry about this. You can give her like the invigoration set to boost up your Silas attack for the final stage. That would be helpful. Yeah, let's quickly go through her total stats here. So she has around about like 8000 attack. Doesn't really help much here. 16.5% critical rate, 222.9% critical damage, and 1.8 second attack interval with 126 attack speed. If you want to build like a strong Lunara, I highly recommend you to give her lots of critical rate. Reach 100% critical rate, around about 300 critical damage, above 10,000 attack, and around about 300 to 400 attack speed. Her skills are all maxed out, and she only has the first awakening that basically increases her attack speed by 6 seconds, and she's using some leftover artifacts here. So that's the first hero out of the way. Next will be our main damage dealer for this particular stage, which is Silas. So what makes Silas remarkable in the eliminating those enemies is because of his ultimate ability, which is able to convert it to soul sniping that ignores 50% of the target's defense, which makes him very powerful. He can take down enemies within like two hits at most. Okay, let's quickly show the total stats for Silas. So for Silas, he has around about 24,000 HP, 12,000 attack, 1.1 second attack interval, 419 attack speed, 100% critical rate, 351% critical damage, and that's basically it. He's currently using the Whirlwind set to gain certified attack speed. So this is the weapon, armor, and I'm using the Soulbound Arcana Bangle. After the ultimate is cast, damage is increased 10% permanently, stacking up to 5 times. But I'm not sure whether each time you deploy and undeploy him, right, this will stack up. So I would rather, if this does not work, right, then it would be best to get him into the Infernal Roar artifact that improves his basic attack by like 40%. But that, I think that might not help his ultimate ability. So I just use whatever gears that I have on my account. So this is my best gear on him. So this is a critical damage bangle, attack bonus amulet, and then Soulbound Arcana Ring critical damage. The skills are fully maxed out. He has 2 awakening. The first awakening allows him to increase his attack speed by 100, and then he has a awaken 2 that provides 300 attack. Then he's using this Nether Messenger artifact that allows him to deal 9% damage, which can stack up to 3 times, which is around about 27% damage. But as you notice, right, I only hit the enemies at most 2 times only, so he deals up to 18% damage. But for the boss, right, you'll be dealing 27% damage here. Then third hero will be Volca. Basically, I just use her as like a mid shield to tank the boulder at the last stage. And she's there for her passive ability. Which one? There's some healing, but the most important thing is her awakening. She needs to have this awakened one to reduce the allies revival time by 25%. By default, right, all of the heroes that deployed and undeployed, right, or gets killed, they need to have a cooldown of 60 seconds. So minus 25% would be 50 seconds at most. So let me quickly show you the gears. So basically this is my Volca, 13,000 attack, 1.4 attack interval, 80.5% critical rate, 222% critical damage. I'm just basically using her as for my guild boss damage improver. So it boosts up the damage here with this invigoration set. So this is the whirlwind weapon, whirlwind armor. This is a critical damage bangle, attack speed amulet, and then attack bonus ring. Not that great stats here. Okay, her skills are not maxed out. I'm just using the free Stardust. She has these 2 awakening and using some leftover gears here. Scarlet Hunt. And then we have Decimus. Decimus is a rare hero that everyone can get easily. Basically, we are using him as a mid shield. You just need to max out his skills here. Defiance passive ability. So once you max this out, this will increase his invincible duration from 6 seconds to 8 seconds. The rest of the skills doesn't really matter. You do not need to put any gears on him at all. Next on the list will be Baron. So Baron is works something similar to Decimus because he also has a unique passive skill, Immortal Wrath. Here, when he receives a fatal hit like Decimus, they will enter into the unyielding mode that stays alive for 8 seconds. When unyielding ends, it deals AoE damage equal to 60% of max HP to the nearby enemies. This can be triggered up to 1 time per battle. So you need to deploy and undeploy him so that he will always refresh this passive ability. And once you get him to Awaken 3, right, it will increase his rough duration by 3 seconds, which makes it much more easier for you. If you don't have really fast hands, right, then this one will help a bit more. And this one will also help you in the artifact material rate, which maybe I'll create a guide on how to speed farm that dungeon using Baron. Although my Baron battle power is very low, but basically just build him with high HP and defense. So if you were to look in Baron's total stats, right, he has around about 92,000 HP, 6,000 defense, and the rest of it doesn't really matter. The attack interval doesn't really matter. Same goes with the critical rate and critical damage. You just need him to have some high range regeneration so that he can loop through, cycle through his skills. Improve his range recovery so that he can go to his ultimate. Because once he gets his ultimate, right, he can cast a shield equivalent to 100% of his max HP for 10 seconds. His skills are all maxed out. You just need to max out this one. The most important thing is to max out this Immortal Wrath passive ability. So he's using something similar to Isode, Life Force set. This is the weapon, armor, HP bonus bangle, HP bonus amulet, and then HP bonus ring. You need to also focus on the defense bonus percentage here for the substat. He has the third awakening here to benefit from this rough duration, and then he's just using leftover artifacts for this one. This one is just improving his HP by 400. And then for the next team, the Northern, what's this called? The North Throne. We have Isode. So Isode, I just built him as tanky like Baron. So these are her gears. She has around about 81,000 HP, close to 6,000 defense. The rest doesn't really matter. Let's quickly go through the gears. So this is weapon, armor. So this one I'm using a Life Force set to improve her HP by 25%. And then this is some mixed accessories. This one is a HP bonus bangle, HP bonus amulet, and then HP bonus ring. Her skills are not maxed out. I just use out the free Epic Stardust. She has 1 awakening that improve her shield. And she's using this Oleg Swarm. Basically, I'm using this one for the guild versus guild. Then Oleg, I also built him quite tanky like the Baron as well as Isode. Here are his total stats. He has around about 82,000 HP, which is slightly lower in comparison to Baron. Lower defense as well, 5,000 defense. The rest doesn't really matter. You just need to have high HP, defense as well as rich regeneration. The reason why I have much more lower HP and defense is because I want to try to get a full set of this one, the Guardian set, which reduces the damage taken by 15%. So it'd be best to gear your defender heroes with this guardian set so that it just like reduces the damage significantly. So let's say the boss is dealing like 80,000 damage, it will reduce to 65,000 damage per hit. Oleg is using the Life Force set, 25% HP additional stat here. This is HP bonus. I just focus on HP and defense. This one is HP bonus bangle, HP bonus amulet, and HP bonus ring. Ideally you can choose 2 HP bonus accessory and then defense bonus, but that defense bonus accessory will need to have a high HP bonus substat. Okay, his skills are fully maxed out. This one is really important. You need this if you want to try to clear the gear rate stages 1, 2, gear rate 2. Stage 19, 20, 21 easily. This was really important. Reduce his ultimate, and then this one is to improve the shield capacity. This one is the most important one. The silver shield protects him, and then if you have this shield, right, then you can gear him with this artifact set. Rex Vow reduces damage taken by 14% when protected by shield. If you have this Rex Vow plus with this guidance set, that means, right, Oleg is reducing the damage taken by 29% with the shield activated. So it's best to pair him with a Vortex who can also reapply the new shield in case his passive ability shield is being removed by the boss due to the high damage taken. Alright, so get this one. The damage reduction is much more better in comparison to having like high HP. He has the 2 awakening here for Oleg. The first one is to increase the shield strength by 10%. And then additional 100 defense here. If you're able to get him to more awakenings, this one just improve his HP, reduce the damage taken, and also improve or provide the damage reduction to adjacent allies. Alright, so that's basically it about Oleg. Let's move on to the next hero. The third hero that I have here would be Vortex. He's my main healer for this team. Here are his total stats here. He has around about 40,000 health, 1,360 defense. He has a very low base defense stats as you notice here, so it's best to get him with flat stats defense rather than defense percentage. And you want to get HP bonus stats on him. Then I also gave him a lot of speed, 474 attack speed, so that he can recover his allies health quickly every 1.5 seconds. And then he has around about 31% rage regeneration. So the stats to prioritize on him will be HP bonus stats, plus stats defense, high attack speed, and then high rage regeneration. And it will be also helpful to have some high healing effect. Alright, so let's quickly go through the gears for Vortex. So he's using the Life Force set, HP plus 25%. I want him to tank those attacks, the boulder that is throwing those rocks against him. So it's best to have high HP on him. So this is the weapon, this is the armor. As you notice, I'm focusing on this flat set defense here. If you're able to get defense bonus and defense, and HP bonus and HP, that would be ideal for Vortex as a healer. Then I'm using a mixed set of accessories here. Ageless Rough Bangle, HP bonus bangle here, then attack speed amulet, then HP bonus ring. His skills are fully maxed out. It's really important to get his skills maxed out because, not necessary. Just get the single target heal maxed out so he can heal himself quickly. That's an additional 10% healing multiplier. I think passive ability also quite good. When the hero's basic attack heals in excess of the target's HP, the surplus healing is converted into a damage absorbing water shield equal to 130% of the healing, which lasts for 10 seconds. During the effect of moisture, the hero Vortex can heal one more target. So basically just improve the strength of the shield by like 50% more. If you're using the Sadie strategy, right, I highly recommend you just to max out all the skills, because previously I was using Vortex in that team composition, but now I've already changed strategy. So it's not necessary to max out all the skills, but the most important one is to get the basic attack, the single target heal, and then the healing ripple. My Vortex is fully awakened. It plays also a major role for the Sadie team composition, but not much for Volca. First awakening allows him to grants a random shield to an ally equal to 20% of the HP every 25 seconds. Then this will improve his HP by 1200. That awakening increases the healing multiplier by 20%. Rage regeneration plus 1. And fifth awakening absorbs 10 more damage. For Vortex, you just want to use artifacts that can improve his healing effect, because currently my gears, right, is showing really low healing effect here. So ideally, to synergize with his gears, right, I just use artifact to improve his healing effect. So you need to have a lot of heroes within Vortex range when using this Elysian Folios so that he can heal more. So Dolores is my damage booster, boosts up my Silas damage output. So let's check out her gears. So these are her total stats: 18,000 HP, 11,000 attack, 2-second attack interval, 100 attack speed, 47.5% rage regeneration, and 65 healing effect. The stats to prioritize on Dolores would be just attack stats, purely attack stats, because you want her to give as much attack stats to your damage dealer, because her ultimate ability, right, provides 40% of her attack stats to her allies. So you just want to stack up as much attack as possible. So let's quickly go through the gears. So this is the weapon. I'm using the Calamity set to provide additional 25% attack. This is the armor with some flash size attack. This one's really good. Then we have the attack bonus bangle with some HP bonus, defense bonus, and rage regeneration and healing effect. This is the attack bonus amulet with some flash size attack here. And then this is the attack bonus ring with some flash size attack. The stats to prioritize on Dolores would be attack. Attack interval doesn't really matter because it does not improve her healing frequency. It's already tested by another YouTuber there. Then you can have some high rage regeneration and high healing effect to improve the healing, especially for your last defender, the Oleg, when the boss is heading to the portal. Okay, she doesn't have any awakening. It's not necessary to get the awakening, but if you have, it basically increases the effect. Just this will improve the HP, improve the healing multiplier, attack, and then increases the chance to increase the rage. And most importantly, right, Dolores must use this Spirit Horn legendary artifact. Increases the initial rage by 25% when deployed. So this syncs nicely with your damage dealer Silas, so that they can go together. Dolores boosts Silas damage, and then Silas will perform the attack. But there are some cases where the mobs are coming up a lot, so you need to quickly boost up the rage for Silas as well as Dolores quickly by using Laurel, which is our next MVP hero here. The gears doesn't really matter on Laurel, but you just want to have her ultimate, her talent. Increases rage regeneration attack by 1. Additionally, upon death, provides surrounding allies with a restoration of 50% of their rage cap upon death. This one is really important. Her artifact doesn't really matter, same goes with her gears. She doesn't have, she has some skills level up. This one is using the free Stardust, and she just has this First Awakening, basically reduce the damage taken. Alright, so that's the end of my video covering my hero build as well as a battle walkthrough on how to clear stage 21 gear raid 2 using Silas, the marksman hero. And if you found this video helpful, do share this with your friends and give this video a thumbs up if it helps you in clearing this stage quickly. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, you can click on the subscribe button as well as ringing the notification bell to stay up to date whenever I upload a new video on this channel. That's it for my video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.